The wild world is a battlefield, as the animals always have to fight to survive, and especially the smaller animals. And in order to escape the fate of becoming the food of predators, they always find a way to become stronger. As many animals find that they have a better chance of survival when they work together to find food and escape the threats from predators, as the African wild dog is one of them. So what about the larger prey? Will the African wild dog win? The wild dogs attack and harass the larger prey. The African wild dogs are known to be the masters of the art of coordinated hunting in the savannah, with a hunting success rate of up to 3/4 in each hunt, as each individual has a good sense of discipline and solidarity, as they have also one of the strongest bites of any carnivorous mammal. Having a herd with a highly organized and disciplined society makes it possible for them to survive in the harsh environments with many larger and more dangerous predators, and not only attacking the smaller prey, but this dog also often provokes and harasses the species that are many times larger than itself, as the elephants are one of its targets. And compared to the weight and size of an elephant, a wild dog is much smaller, and aware of that, the wild dogs had decided to combine as they surrounded the big elephant. But it seemed impossible, as the great elephant had quickly defended itself and the herd could not approach it. As this is like a confrontation between the giants and the elves, those that are provocative and want to approach the larger prey. One step faster, and the elephant drove them away, and the sound had entered the forest, as the elephants are quite benign species, but facing the harassment of the wild dogs, the elephants are not always able to endure. Sometimes it will get angry and protest by roaring, chasing, and scaring the stray dogs away. And in front of the police car, a gathering of wild dogs were held, and messy but dangerous, because they can attack at any time. As the ferocious elephant ran from a farm as if it was about to attack, and then it caused the stray dogs to run wild, hiding in the bushes by the side of the road, as the elephant seems to be still angry, as it is ready to trample any wild dog that wants to approach. As the mother elephant had roared maniacally, it was trying to warn the wild dogs nearby, as the baby elephants hide behind their mother, and perhaps it is scared, as the pack of wild dogs did not directly attack it. They ran ahead in the middle, and had made sure that the two elephants couldn't outrun them to get out of here, as this provocative behavior was quickly stopped by the mother elephant, as it is angry and ready to fight to protect its children, as the pack of wild dogs had left there and the hunt had failed. As the wildebeest is being attacked by the wild dogs, the chase is going on in the grasslands of the steppe. In long and agile strides, the wild dogs show their endurance, running, and their bloodthirsty eyes of predators. But the wildebeest was no less, as it was trying its best to escape the predators. As it pursued, the wildebeest had rioted and fled, and they win life every moment, as this is a realistic picture of the wild world. As a turning point of the battle was the moment that the wild dog had bit the wildebeest by the tail, as they had quickly restrained their prey, preventing it from continuing to run. And unable to move, the wildebeest became a delicious prey for the wild dogs. as most carnivores rely on camouflage to quietly approach and take down their prey. But the African wild dogs rarely have to use this tactic, as they are born to conquer their prey with chases. It succeeded in harassing the wildebeest to protest, as the wildebeest then rushed towards the opponent that it wanted to attack with its sharp horns. As the adult wildebeest had tried to shield and protect their offspring, and faced with the larger herd of wildebeest, the wild dogs had no way to approach, as they decided to attack the weaker ones nearby. And indeed, when there is no herd, the wildebeest are no match for these ferocious carnivores, as it was quickly defeated and torn apart by a pack of wild dogs. And in order to hunt a larger prey, the members of the herd need to have a smooth coordination. And before chasing their prey, they spread out and surround and choose a target. As one animal approaches the prey, and another move to block the flanks, and the others had lined up alternately, as their purpose is to separate the intended target from the herd, surrounding the flanks and closing it to prevent the prey from escaping, as it is an extremely effective and scientific way of hunting with the herd species. And with good eyesight and amazing endurance, the wild dogs can chase their prey in seconds. As the wildebeest was bitten by several animals at once, as it was painful, but it wouldn't give up, as despite the wild dogs following behind, it struggled and attacked the enemy. As the wild dogs coordinated well, and the two biting at the wildebeest's snout, the rest took turns biting the back, as they successfully cut open the belly of the wildebeest, and it pulled out a piece of the internal organs. This is a brutal hunting phase. Due to its smaller size, for larger prey such as wildebeest, the wild dogs cannot control and kill it immediately, as usually it will launch the painful bites and then eat until the prey can't stand it and die. And no matter how strong, the wildebeest is also destined to be the prey for the bloodthirsty hunter, as it was torn apart by the wild dogs all over its body, trying vehemently to protest but to no avail, as the tragic end was destined when it was caught by its pack of wild dogs. As the dust was flying in the air, it had seemed that the two wild buffaloes were fighting, as step by step they rammed their horns towards each other, as the strength of the two mature buffaloes is very strong and invincible, as their ramming force is a fatal blow to the enemy. What if they faced a pack of brutal wild dogs? With its greedy, reckless nature, sharp teeth, and a herd lifestyle, the wild dogs can completely win and kill an adult buffalo. As this chaotic scene proves it, and the buffalo had tried to resist, but it could not escape, as the pursuit of the wild dogs. And another buffalo in the herd can run to disperse the crowd, thinking that it might run away, but the bites had followed. And in the end, the buffalo fell and became a meal for the wild dogs. Watching the African wild dogs hunt, you will know why they are hailed as Africa's best hunters, as their jaws can produce a powerful bite of up to 240,000 kilograms per square inch. The lower jaw of wild dogs is much larger than that of the domestic dog, and their molars have the function of peeling flesh from the bones, as they even rob their prey of species at the top of the food chain, such as lions, hyenas, crocodiles, and even hippos. As the pack of wild dogs was like the famous bandits on the steep, as the two sides fiercely struggled with the kudu's body, and finally, the hippo gave up and returned to the lake, and the wild dogs had successfully taken the prey. However, there are times when the hippo will react violently to the actions of the wild dogs, as a hippo slowly emerged from the water, and it made its way to the shore with an angry look. As the hippo lunges at the pack of wild dogs, its large jaws and sharp fangs seeming to frighten these sly predators. As the hippos are not always aggressive in keeping their territory, but this can change if they don't get enough food. And not only could they not get food, they were also attacked. As the hounds began to run in panic, and sometimes this predator encounters the stronger opponents. As each encounter between the wild dogs and the enemy creates a brutal but also dramatic scene, as the herd predation behavior had brought victories over the African wild dog, as this helps them to survive in the wild natural world. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and remember to like and share this video to support us. Goodbye, and see you